welcome back to another episode of Scott's Quick Cash Class, where every day we're bringing you 5, 6, sometimes 7-minute classes on how to help have better financial literacy and hopefully get you heading in the right direction. If you feel like you're stuck and you're not making any headway, that's what I'm here for. So we are talking today about TikTok, and I'll throw in YouTube Shorts, Facebook, Insta Reels, any of those short little clips that get you to spend money. So those are designed, and you know, I'm a little bit, I'm being hypocritical here because I definitely waste time on those, and those type of things. It's not just the waste of time as you're watching those different things, and I'm not saying that those are inherently bad, but some statistics for you regarding those, because those are a marketing ploy. And so Gen Z, specifically you guys, you are 2.5 times more likely to buy something if you see it on video versus reading about it. So that type of advertising is directed specifically for you guys. In the last 6 months, half of you guys have made a direct purchase from a social media website. So obviously it's working, and they know that, and that's why they're continuing to promote that. On average, you guys are spending about $92 a month on those type of purchases: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reel purchases a month that you guys are regretting. And unfortunately, you know, there's like some hidden costs in there. It's not only that money that you spent on that product that you're not going to get back. It's what could have you done with that money? And then even to take it one step further, what could you have done with that time and money had you put it into a productive source, right? So just want to bring some knowledge up around that, right? Because sometimes we just get in the habit of doing things because we're used to them, we get complacent, and I just want to bring you some information to help kind of change your behavior, change your mindset on what you're looking at. So a couple things that we can do. One is unfollow people, you know, or, and I'm kind of stealing this one from Dan Martell. You know, he talked about cleaning up your Facebook feed, right? Because all that stuff is algorithms. You know, when you subscribe to somebody, or you know, you keep clicking on their posts, you're gonna get more of those, right? Well, you know, Facebook's has, you can go on there and hide these certain posts, and if you're getting inundated, like obviously in all different platforms we are, try to control your feed, right? Unsubscribe from people that aren't productive. Start subscribing to more people that are bringing you good information, because that'll show up more in there. And then you won't necessarily be inundated with buy this, buy this, buy this. I know there's a lot of advertisements, but that's one thing. Unfollow people, and then start following people that are actually giving you some good information. Another one we've talked about on here, and it's worth mentioning again, is the 24-hour rule, right? So if we can wait 24 hours before making a purchase, whether it's online, whether it's in a store, if we can just wait 24 hours and kind of let that digest, 80% of the time we don't make that purchase. All right, so 4 out of 5 times when you just wait a day, you don't make that purchase. That's huge mentally, right? So if you can wait for some gratification for 24 hours, 4 out of 5 times you're gonna find out that you didn't even need that to begin with, right? So use that information, but that's very powerful information. If you can master that, you're on your way to becoming a millionaire for sure. And then the last thing, or I shouldn't say the last thing, but one other thing you can do is just set up an auto transfer. Even if it's really small, set up an auto transfer savings, whether it's $5, $10, whatever you can afford. And there's numerous different platforms to do that on, but just set up an auto savings or auto investment. And that'll help you just get in the habit of doing it without even realizing it. So we're gonna leave you with the question of the day and tip of the day. Question of the day: what was the last thing that you bought from TikTok or social media, Instagram post that you regretted? If you can't think of what your last purchase was, you're doing pretty good. If you can think of your last few and you're like, I shouldn't have got that, you might need to think about maybe trying to control some of those behaviors and maybe talking to somebody that might be able to help you with that. Or send me a text or give me a comment down below and I can shoot you some more advice. And then the last thing is the tip of the day. So if you're gonna continue to scroll, make it a game. For every 10 minutes you spend on social media, whether it's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, YouTube Shorts, whatever that is, just from an entertainment aspect. For every 10 minutes you do on that, charge yourself $1 that you're gonna invest or save. Right? So that's my tip of the day. And then see how much money you start paying yourself, and be honest with yourself, because this only works if you're honest. If you're not honest with yourself, you're just going to end up getting more of the same. So thanks for watching. Leave a comment, subscribe. Remember, we're coming to you every day. We're never going to ask you to buy anything. We're just here to help you out and hopefully grow together and learn a little bit more about finance.